Welcome in, everybody. We have another evolution video for you today. We're going to be focusing on a Pokemon that was introduced in Sword and Shield, but we'll be evolving it in Scarlet and Violet, just because the items are a little bit harder to come by in Scarlet and Violet, so we'll talk about where specifically to get those, and how to do the evolutions depending on which form you catch. And we're going to be doing Sinistea. So, without further ado, we're going to jump in, catch a Sinistea, show you where to get the items, and perform that evolution. Let's jump in. So here we are. I flew over to Alfornada, and we're just going to walk right back here toward this cave on South Province Area 6, and this is where Sinistea is most common. Let's see if we can get one to spawn pretty quickly. I usually don't have an issue finding Sinesteas here, but now that I'm trying to do this video, we will. Nope, there's a Sinistea right there. So there is Sinistea. We'll go ahead and quick ball it. There we go, caught it. We'll go ahead and add this to our party. So it says right there, it's a Phony form, which is actually super helpful because in Sword and Shield you had to try and angle it and look at the bottom of it, and we'll just send Palmot there to the box. So if we check the Pokedex, as soon as I hit the right button. So if we check the Pokedex and we go to Sinistea, we have the Phony form, and I have not found the other form yet. So Sinistea actually has two forms. There's the Phony form and the Antique form. Each form requires a different item for evolution. The Phony form is the most common. So to evolve the Phony form, you need a specific item, which I like to find up here in the Sakarat Trail. Sokarat, something like that. We can fly right here to the shrine. So I flew up here to this shrine at the Sokarat Trail because I have that as a fly point. You can fly to the shrines. And the cracked pot location, which I've already grabbed, is actually going to be right here next to this tree. There's going to be a Pokeball right about here. I already have the cracked pot, but to show you on the map. So if you want to zoom in and mark it as location, there's this little loop of river, and it's going to be right next to that tree. That's where you can find a cracked pot. Again, I already have it, and that's the item that you need to evolve the Phony Sinistea. So if we come down into our items, I actually have that cracked pot right here. Cracked pot. We'll use that cracked pot on the Sinistea, get the evolution, and then we'll talk about the other evolution options. So that evolves Sinistea into Polteageist. Learns tea time. Again, this is for Phony. This is how you evolve the Phony Sinistea into Polteageist. There's another cracked pot that you can find in the South Province Area 2. There's another location up here to the north of South Province Area 2 where you can find the cracked pot. But then there's also the chipped pot. So the chipped pot is what you use on the authentic form of Sinistea. And really all the authentic is there's a stamp on the bottom of it. But with the Pokedex in Scarlet and Violet, it'll tell you authentic form or Phony form. And then to get the evolution item you need for that, we're going to fly over here to Puerto Marinada. Again, I don't have the authentic form right now to show you, but the evolution is the same. You just use the item. Just instead of a cracked pot, it's a chipped pot. So once you fly over to Puerto Marinada, you're going to go down here to the trail and actually head into the city. So as you're heading into the city, you're going to want to go behind these houses here on the left. And this is where you can actually get the chipped pot. There's a chipped pot that is used to evolve the authentic form of Sinistea. And then if you need to evolve any more, because as you saw, my cracked pot did not respond, you'll need to go over here to the auction house. And there's actually a chance that those evolution items can be sold within the auction house. You see the irons, the horseradishes, the genius feathers. One thing I've seen is if you keep Sinistea in your party and check this every day, or if you want to time skip it every day, however you want to do it, you can try to force that item to spawn because the Pokemon is in your party. That's not something I don't usually time skip, but if that's something you're in a need for, you really want to get that chipped or cracked pot after you've grabbed the ones that spawn in the wild, that's a great way to go about it. So I do hope you guys found this video helpful. I showed you where one of the cracked pot locations is. I showed you where the chipped pot location is. And then you always have the auction house to fall back on as another option. Again, that one might take a few days, or if you want to time skip, however you want to go about that. But that is how you evolve Sinistea into Polteageist. You just simply use an item. You just check your Pokedex whenever you catch it, if it's Phony form or authentic form. And if you're not sure, try to use one of the items. If the cracked pot doesn't work, it's authentic, you need to get the chip pot. If the chip pot doesn't work, then you need the cracked pot because it's Phony. That's just another check. That's how you had to check it in Scarlet and Violet, or I mean in Sword and Shield. But Scarlet and Violet does make it easier with the Pokedex. So again, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. We have a lot more videos coming, and I can't wait to share it with all of you. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.